Greetings and welcome to Causeless Joy Tarot. This is a new channel and these are general readings for each sign throughout the month. So I'd like to thank you for joining me today, and this particular reading is for the sign of Aquarius. So the two decks that I'll be using today, the first one is the Art of the Starstream Oracle. We'll be using this deck for divine guidance at the end, and then also we have the Legacy of the Divine. So we'll be taking a look at that deck as well for a 7-card layout for your sign this month. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay. So again, these are general readings. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, please take a look at your sun, your moon, or your rising sign to see if that may give you a bit more clarity for this upcoming month. So calling on the guides, helpers, angels, and spiritual teachers, calling on my guides and all that loves Aquarius, all that loves and surrounds the sign of Aquarius. Asking for general information going into this new month. What does the sign of Aquarius need to be aware of going into July 2017? What does the sign of Aquarius need to be aware of going into July 2017? What is the highest information available for Aquarius at this time? Alright, let's give one more shuffle here and we'll go ahead and lay the cards out. Thank you, Spirit, for crystal clear clarity here. Alright, so we have okay, so it looks like July is looking pretty good for the sign of Aquarius here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Swords. So there's some sort of movement underway for Aquarius in the sign or in the month of July. This card represents the foundational card or the overall energy for the sign of Aquarius. And as you can see in this card, the light here is what catches me right away. This boat is moving from troubled waters into more calmer waters. So this card may signify either you're moving to a new place or moving to a new job, some sort of movement coming up for the sign of Aquarius in the month of July. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the cards and see if we can get a more information on this movement that's coming up. Okay, so in the past position here, we have the Hermit in the reverse. The Hermit is a major arcana card, and so for me, the major arcanas always signify, like a stronger version of the energy. So a more powerful version of the energy that's present. So the Hermit in the reverse, the Hermit actually upright signifies being reclusive and internal, withdrawn, isolated, things of that nature. In the reverse, that the internalization of things is still present, but it has more of a perhaps a slightly challenging tone to that inward isolation or that inward sense of being isolated. So it looks like I'm picking up that in the past there has been some closing down, some shutting off of perhaps who you are or how you show up in the world. And for whatever reason that may have been necessary for you to be that way, but that is the energy that's coming in your past position for Aquarius. So let's take a look at the current position here. We do have another major arcana, the Strength card. The Strength card is all about power, courage, patience. So right now you're showing up, Aquarius, with a great deal of strength and patience and courage. As you can see here, the lady on this particular card is you know, she has these big cats tamed. You know, they're there to provide her or give her. And I also noticed that each of these tigers has a light at the top of their head, at their crown chakra. So that also speaks to a new level of the Strength card for me, and that's the first time I've noticed the lights on the tops of the cats. And I know that, Aquarius, your card is the Star. So this signifies for me that currently the sign of Aquarius, in your present position going into the month of July, you do have a certain level of strength and courage and patience, the ability perhaps to make this move that that's coming up as your foundational energy. And then also coming out of this this Hermit card, out of this Hermit in the reverse here, making your strength known. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next card, which is in your future position. And here we have yet another major arcana coming in for Aquarius in the month of July. So out of 3 cards thus far, all 3 are coming in as major arcanas for Aquarius. So I would certainly say that July should prove to be a fairly eventful month for you. Perhaps some new beginnings. You're either preparing for an upcoming move, or some sort of change is on the forefront for you. Now, the Fool did come in the reverse, but let's go ahead and take a look at it in the upright position. In this version of the Fool, you can see that he's on top of the world here. I see this image at the bottom as a space image of the world, and then he has everything balanced around him. The time there is indicated, and there's also, let's see, there's just some other images around the Fool here. And the Fool is the start of a journey. So even in the reverse position, and I do read reverse positions, but I am leaning very much to the original meaning of what the Fool means, given the 2 cards prior to this card here, that there's some sort of newness on the horizon for Aquarius in the month of July, and that's something you should be very aware of and mindful of. So in the next position, we have the what to do. What to do, what to do. We have the Hanging Man. This says to be patient. That's what all of this major energy coming in for you in the month of July. The only thing that you need to do is be patient and wait for the manifestation that will move you in whatever direction you're hoping to move into. So waiting, perhaps you're juggling between one decision and the other decision. The need to make a decision maybe is up. So be patient, but also take whatever action you feel most peaceful and most compelled to do. So be on the watch for decisions that make you feel peaceful and compelled, and then you take action where necessary. So the next card that we have for the sign of Aquarius is another major arcana. We have the Emperor here, and in this position here, it's in the external influences position. So the Emperor is coming in as a major arcana in the reverse to say that there could be external influences around you that present some challenging energy. Upright, the Emperor is in control. This is a fiery sign. There could be someone in your external environment, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, that may present some challenging emotions for you in the month of July. So this card does signify some petty differences, petty conversations, petty arguments that lead to that could, lead to the loss of your peace, if nothing else, right? So be mindful that the external influence coming in for you is this red, fiery, challenging energy or person or situation that could threaten to move you out of your peace. So be mindful of that, and also remember that you have the strength to deal with these types of situations. You have the strength to deal with situations or people that may challenge you in that way. Notice that both of these cards also have the red energy in them. Both of these cards are very fiery in nature. So knowing that you have the strength to deal with this type of energy here should be helpful to you in the month of July. So the next position is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is the knight in shining armor. This card is in your hopes and fears position here. So you're hoping to act very powerfully on what you believe, to be strong in your beliefs, in your ability to start something new and to move forward. You're hoping for this knightly energy, a sharp mind, a very clear ability to do what you need to do. And in the final outcome position, we do have the Page of Wands, another fiery energy showing up in your sign for the month of July. And this does signify the page comes forward in the final outcome to let you know that what you're hoping for, this strength that you're hoping for, this clarity of mind that you're hoping for, you're very well capable of manifesting whatever it is, that whatever movement is on the table for you in the month of July. You're very capable of manifesting that, and the Page of Wands shows up to remind you that that you have a brilliant mind, and that the ideas that you're looking to put into effect going into this new month are right on target for you, and that you, as your final outcome, also says that will go quite well and in your favor. Okay, so that is the information that I have here in this reading for Aquarius for the month of July. So let's go ahead now and take a look and see what further guidance we can add to your reading for July here. calling on guides and the spiritual guides and teachers, all that is and all that loves Aquarius, to give us another card for additional clarity, how Aquarius can gracefully move through the month of July here. So what additional guidance do we have for Aquarius for the month of July? Okay. Go ahead and pop those back in. And let's see what we have right there. Okay. So your guidance card for Aquarius is Wake the Divine Masculine. This is the same card that came out for another sign for this month. So as you can see in your reading here, you did have quite a bit of fiery energy with the Emperor, the Page of Wands, and the Strength card. So that is that fiery energy, is that masculine energy that perhaps you need to focus on increasing or becoming aware of that masculine energy going into this month. Somehow that will assist you in this journey that you're obviously preparing to get on in the month of July. So being mindful of that, if you are already the masculine type, and when I say masculine type, what I mean is one who's takes action and doesn't like to wait around for things to be done by someone else. You're always at the front looking to do things. What I would advise, if you are that masculine type already, I would advise you to focus on the divine part of this masculine piece, because we can be this action-oriented type of individual without that soft divine part added in. So if you are already masculine, then focus on delivering that masculine quality in as divine and compassionate way that you can. If you're not already the type that has these masculine qualities and you're looking to build that up, rely on the strength that's here for you, as well as this Knight of Swords energy. This is a very clever, a very direct and clear energy coming forward, as well as this Page of Wands bringing in additional energy for you. So if you are least likely to be the divine or the masculine action taking type, at least become aware that that is something that you can potentially look to improve on in the future. All right. So that does conclude the reading for the sign of Aquarius for the month of July. Again, if you like this video, please like or subscribe using the buttons below, and I will see you again in August. Namaste.